Good morning, students. This is Manindaka, your science teacher. Students, I have uploaded many videos about plants, like parts of a plant, parts of a leaf, about photosynthesis process, and in today's video, I will make you familiar about different parts of a flower, means the reproductive parts of a flower. Students, a flower is called the reproductive part of a plant. It contains male and female parts that help in sexual reproduction in plants. Let's start to take a look on a flower. The green colored leaf like structure at the base of a flower. These are the green colored leaf like structures. These are known as sepals. What do we call these structures? Sepals. These are known as sepals. These are the green colored structures at the base of a flower. And the bright colorful leaves. These are the bright colorful leaves. These are known as petals. What do we call these bright colorful leaves? Petals. These are the bright colorful leaves known as petals. These attract insects and help in the process of pollination. Now, male and female parts. First of all, stamen, the male part, also known as androecium. It consists of filament and anther. Like this is the anther of the flower, and this tapering structure is known as filament. These both anther and filament make the male part of a flower. Male part is also known as androecium, and the female part is known as pistil. Pistil is the female part. It is also known as gynoecium or carpel. It is divided into three parts: stigma, style, and ovary. Stigma, style, and ovary. Students, male part of a flower consists of two parts that are anther and filament. Anther and filament. And female part consists of three parts that are stigma, style, and ovary. This is the ovary of a flower. The female part is generally broader at the base and tapers at the top. The lower broader part is known as ovary, and the central tapering part is known as style, and the upper part is known as stigma. Stigma and this stigma is sticky in nature. Students, a flower that contains both male and female gametes is called bisexual or complete flower, and a flower which produces either male or female part or female gamete is called unisexual or incomplete flower. Generally, flowers in corn and papaya are known as incomplete flowers. So the flower, anther and filament. Once more, I'm going to make you clear. The anther and filament make the male part. Sorry, the anther and filament make the male part of a flower, and stigma, style, and ovary makes the female part of a flower. Ovary contains ovules. The ovary of a flower contains ovules that further produces seeds. Students, in flower, the process of reproduction starts with the transfer of pollen grains. Generally, pollen grains are produced by the anthers. This process of reproduction starts with the transfer of pollen grains from the anther of the flower, from the anther to the stigma of a flower, by the action of air, water, and insects, etc. The transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma is known as pollination, and these air, water, and insects are called the agents of pollination. After pollination, the male and female gametes fuse to form the zygote. And generally, I need to explain one more thing. The process of pollination is of two types. Pollination is of two types: self pollination and control cross pollination. Self pollination. I have drawn here diagrams of self pollination and cross pollination. In self pollination, the pollen grains are transferred to the stigma of the same flower. See, these are the pollen grains, these are the transferred to the stigma of the same flower. It is also known as autogamy. And in case of cross pollination, it is also known as cross pollination is also known as allogamy. In this type of pollination, pollen grains are transferred from the anthers of the one flower to the stigma of another flower of the same kind. Flower should be of same kind. Students, flowers of wheat, rice, and maize are pollinated by wind. I have already told wind, water, and insects are the pollinators. In case of wheat, rice, and maize, flowers are pollinated by the action of wind. And in case of seagrass and Vallisneria, these are pollinated by the action of water. And flowers of rose, sunflower, gulmohar, and sweet pea are pollinated by insects. Generally, insect pollinated flowers have sweet smell and brightly colored petals. Some birds such as sunbirds and hummingbirds also help in pollination process because these have small and narrow beaks. Well, students, this was all about today's concept about the parts of a flower and pollination process. Now it's the time to say you goodbye. Thank you. Have a nice day.